Now, the African Union's Peace and Security Council said on Thursday it had decided to immediately suspend Gabon following the military coup this week. The body said that it strongly condemns the military takeover of power in the Republic of Gabon, which ousted the President Ali Bongo on 30th of August. It decided to immediately suspend the participation of Gabon in all activities of the AU, its organs and institutions until the restoration of constitutional order in the country. The announcement came after a meeting of the Council on the situation in Gabon following Wednesday's coup that followed disputed elections in which Bongo was declared the winner. Now, joining us on the news is Jeje Bamitale, a public and international affairs analyst, to talk about the situation in Gabon. Mr. Bamitale, good morning to you there.
Good morning.
Okay, now let's talk about Gabon. I mean, Gabon is the latest country, on the African bloc to witness a coup. What do you say is responsible for the wave of coups sweeping across the African continent, looking at it from a military intervention point of view?
Well, coups are not new in Africa. If you check out the history of Africa right from the period of independence from the colonial masters from France, Britain, and others, shortly after the independence, we had coups. And counter coups. Even in Nigeria, just study. The first coup happened in 1966, and then there was a counter coup by the military. So it is not new. It is coups are common countries that have issues of unstable socio-economic challenges, because you begin to see that one of the reasons why you see people support this coup is because they feel they are not feeling the impact of governance in their life. There is the issue of underdevelopment, issue of poverty, issue of not living, not having that kind of life that you have. And so you see people come out to support this coup because they feel they are not being, the leaders are not taking care of them, the leaders are not doing what they're supposed to do. So coups are not new. Just that why it is becoming so unusual because of the new trend of democratic governance that the whole world is trying to project. And for the past few, just in the last decade or more so, we've seen how that agenda has now become part of the African Union and its sub-regions, where democratic governance is encouraged. Even you see leaders, those who committed this coup, in the past, it transformed from being military head of state to civilian government.
Okay.
And they extended their rule, just like we saw in Gabon, extended term limit, and then continue their own power.
Okay. So, Mr. Bamitale, because I still have a couple of questions for you, so I'd like us to move very quickly. Now, we have Rwanda and Cameroon, these two countries have recently made changes to their security forces, especially the high-ranking military personnel. What do you think these suggest?
Well, it's obvious. If you look at the coup in Gabon, coup in Mali, you find that it was those who were very close, who were in power, by the sitting government that even took out them took out the regime. Because you find out the situation in Africa, most of these leaders do what they call regime protection. So when they come in, they tend to create a kind of a special unit, military unit that guides the president, the family, and the regime. So you now begin to see that and most of these are senior military officers, though the loyalists, so-called loyalists, they are. So you now saw that with the advent of the coups in Nigeria and others, those senior military officers who were responsible for protecting the regime were the ones that eventually came out to overthrow them. So it's like you see in Cameroon, Kobia, the president, has been there for more than 30 years, and for Kagame too, same thing. For 20-something years after he took over, after the fall of the former regime in Rwanda.
Okay.
And so you begin to see that they are taking precautions to safeguard their regime. So they have to do that in order to, avert any feeling of trying to copy the general, trying to copy the other generals in the other African countries that are succeeded in overthrowing their regimes. So they're just being precautionary. That's what they are trying to just secure the regime, because that's what we see in Africa. Situation is all about the personality of the president, the family, and those who are eating from the margins of government. So these military units are created to protect them. But unfortunately, the military unit is coming to take over power from them. So the others that are being careful, this is the shuffling that is needed.
Mr. Jeje Bamitale, we must end that conversation right now. Thank you so much for your insight. Our public and international affairs analyst, thank you so much this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me.